Hello, everybody. Well, late night for you guys over in the US. My name is Jessica. If you haven't met me before, I am this Kiwi. A lot of people call me Jessica Kiwi because when there was lots of streaming happening, there was also lots of Jessicas in the chat. So that's how I got the name Jessica Kiwi. So yeah, it's late night for a lot of people, but not for me or Heather. Heather is keeping me company, so thank you very much for doing that. Tell us a little bit about you and your channel.
So my name's Heather. I am a dark sapphic fantasy and folklore author. Currently going through a bit of a rebrand from being queer fantasy to like sapphic fantasy. I'm a mum of a year one, so she just started a new school year. Quite a few people around the YouTubes know her as Little Dragon. I'm going to be crocheting something for my stepmom. Cool. If I start Christmas presents now, we'll be on. I might have them ready by October.
Yeah.
And then probably choosing a audiobook to listen to.
Awesome.
I haven't quite decided what audiobook I'm going to listen to so I can multitask.
Awesome. I'm going to be reading, and God knows where I've put it in my iPad, but I'm going to be reading an arc for a book that I found on Instagram, and it immediately drew me. It's called, as you can see there, Demonic Delights, and I've actually put in the chat the Goodreads link for it. It's a novella. It's under 200 pages, and she's spicy. She gonna be very spicy. It is. So the tagline for it was, "My husband got possessed by a demon, and I like him better that way." So yeah, you guys have the Goodreads link for it. It comes out on February 24th. So if you guys want to keep an eye on it, there we go. I'll see if I can find. Look at that cover. I think it is frozen. But seriously, look at that cover. How gorgeous is that? That does sound like a fun read. Also, hello, Rachel. Welcome to my streams. So, yes. There we go.
Sorry, my internet's being silly.
I could imagine kind of where you are with all the heat and stuff like that. The internet will be a bit interesting.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's the cover of the book that I'm going to be reading. Yeah. I was like, yes, please. I've got a lot of pretty heavy literary reads coming up towards the back end of February, first half of March. So I was like, I need to take this time to just read some brain
fun
spice, right? So that's going to be my night. But yeah, we're going to do 45-minute sprint for the first sprint, if that's okay with everyone. I know that's quite a bit longer than what we've had on the marathon so far. But we should be right. And then maybe the last one will drop down to half an hour. I do just want to quickly thank the host. We've got Sam. Can't remember the other two. Was it Rachel? Rachel, are you one of those? Yeah. Very, very bad with names. I'm very sorry. But there's three that are the hosts, and then you've got all the co-hosts and the moderators as well. So huge thank you to everyone, for having me. because I had no idea this was a thing until people reached out. And B, for like putting everything together and like everyone just like knocking in. So you'll see some links in the description. I'll reach who you are. Okay. Whew. Great. I remembered 2 people. You will see some links in the description. You've got Heather's link, and then you've also got the moderator as well.
Stephanie?
Yes, Stephanie, if you are in the chat, say, hey, I'm Stephanie. And then I can wrench you in a polite way. If you're not, that's cool. I've got some
dark romance.
Hey?
Sorry.
Not in a dark romance. Yeah, no. I keep saying I'll wrench you, and I'm like, wait, not in the way that I'm actually going to be reading.
It's like, yay, someone who gets my sense of humor.
Yeah.
You're doing
so yeah, that's what we've got.
Granny craft.
You're doing a granny fair. Look, I just started. I ran my first pattern on Ravelry the other week.
Nice.
It's 4. Actually, it's this blanket that's behind me.
That's so pretty.
Okay. It makes more of an impact if I stand up. So.
Ooh. Was that Lion Brand yarn?
No, it's called Ice Cream or something.
Okay.
Portercraft. And it's in colour dragon.
Just such beautiful colours.
Yeah. So this is the 3rd one I made. I'm like, one I made for my grandma, and it's called the Lillian blanket.
Okay.
Named after my grandma. So yeah. And then I made one for my mum, which was monochromatic, and it doesn't have the same impact. I just say that now.
Yeah. Cool.
And then I'm like, I want one for myself. And so yeah, Neo's home. You probably won't get an appearance from my boys today, but come here. Come say hi. You know where the camera is, and you just hide, don't you? Come on. No, he's not playing ball. No. There is a cat down there. Yes, there is. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Let's say hello to everybody. This is in subscriber mode, so do take part in the chat. Make sure that you subscribe. With readathons, I've found that there's lots of bots and trolls and stuff like that, so this just keeps everyone safe. The link to the book that I'm going to be reading, it is an ARC, but it is due for release very shortly. So make sure you look out for that. It's going to be really fun. Hello to Rachel. It really does sound like a fun read. That tagline hooked me straight away. I was like, yes, please. And yeah, I was quite glad that I got accepted into that. I didn't think I did because I applied a while ago. And internet. Hello, everyone. Zach is here. Hey, Zach, how are you? I'll be reading Caliban and the Witch by Sylvia Federici. It's difficult, heavy, and non-fiction. You'll be right, Zach. You'll be right. You know, I got a few pretty heavy ones coming up. They're not non-fiction, but yeah. Yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. She may be running a bit late. That's all right. I'll keep an eye on the comments. Yeah. I'm wrenching you in a moderator way, not in a different way. Thank you. I appreciate it. If anyone is kind of keen for the pattern, I haven't put the link in. I keep forgetting to add it to all of my regular links, but just search on Ravelry the Lillian blanket and it'll show up. If anyone is partial to knitting, also, hi Laura, how are you? I loved the book hook and cover. Yeah. Yeah. It's such a gorgeous cover. Like, I could screenshot that and have that as like my wallpaper. I don't know what that says about me, but I am a nice person, I promise. One of the characters in my Dark Academia is possessed and in a throuple, so that's fun. Nice. Yeah, I don't see a lot of books, and it's a trope that I kind of want to see explored more is possession. I read a book last year, which was one of my best books of the year. It was called The Haunting of Maddie Clare, I believe. And while, like, she wasn't, like, there was a part of it that reminded me a little bit of The Exorcism of Emily Rose, the movie, which she obviously was possessed. So, yeah, I'd love to see possession used more in horror and books and stuff like that, you know, for all the writers in the chat at the moment.
Made a note.
Made a note, great. Let's get started with our first sprint. I've actually done what I need to and put things on things. Before we go for our first sprint, there's going to be a couple of names I'm going to throw up. One is Kelly from Cursed Dragon Ship. She is an author and... No, sorry, not an author. She's an editor and she's also a booktuber. That is the name there, Cursed Dragon Ship. She is very close to a big milestone. And so is Alicia. Alicia is very close to 500. She's only 12 away from 500. Now, these guys are incredible booktubers / writer tubers. I'm not sure if Alicia's done many videos on her writing journey, but yeah, if you guys want to go and check them out, I've got more people to send you to as well. But if you want to check them out, I will put their links in during the sprint. So yeah, expect more people, expect more friends to come your way. I still need to read Full Head of Ghost by Paul Tremblay. I think it's a book about exorcism. Whoa. Yes. Okay, starring that one. I need to read that. Okay. And with that, I need to go to Goodreads very quickly and add that to them down. Let me find my sprinting. And I'll just pop that off. I'll pop links in the chat so you guys have them there if you want to check them out. And I will see everybody in 45 minutes. Happy productivity. There we go. That's the right screen to be on. How did your spring go?
Good. I am now in the pink.
Nice. So what is it that you're making?
I'm gonna make like a shrug. So I'm like gonna like steam this, and then it's gonna open up and then go back. So it's just a big triangle at the moment, and then I'm gonna like make cuffs on either side.
Cool. Excellent. Well, I got to 16%, which is like halfway through chapter 3. Enjoying it. Very spicy. Does not hold back on the language. But there's 2 things I've picked up where I'm like, there's a bit of questioning that I'm having around that. One is, I don't know how it is in the US, but I don't even know if this is the US and the UK, but our bathtubs are quite skinny, right? You sit in the bathtub and you can't really splay out leg-wise. Very wide. And so this has some legs going very wide, but like in the bottom of the tub. And I'm like, logistically, that doesn't work. So there was that kind of took me out of the story a little bit, because I was just like, wait, hang on. I don't think for what the character was trying to do that it would have actually worked. And then the second one was in the description of what the character was. This was actually in the trigger warnings. Some tubs in the US are garden tubs, or they're sometimes manufactured larger, or even with maybe it's something like that then. Because ours are quite skinny, and that's the only reference that I've had. And it didn't work with my brain. And the second one, so there's a big character description of who she is in the trigger warnings. And that's kind of all I'll say about that. But essentially, like, she's quite like morally black, and he's just boring, and she's kind of saying how boring he is, but at the same time she then goes around and turns and says that he is an addictive poison, or a poison, what was it? I took a screenshot. But it was totally contradictory to what, like, her character. Just while Heather is the black circle of doom, I'm going to pop me here and I'll keep an eye out. And so things like that. But for an erotica, it seems to mostly be coherent. Coherent's probably not the right word. Oh, I didn't take a photo of it. But yeah, it was just she's getting sick of him, but she also needs him. And I'm like, that just didn't quite work. So how was everybody else's sprints? I am really enjoying it, though. I'm very glad that I got this. Very, very glad. I needed the literary break. We had a few people pop into chat. I did earlier put in Kelly's channel, and Alicia's channel. So make sure you go over and check them out. See if you like them. Subscribe if you would like to. Heather has subscribed to them both, which is lovely. And speaking of Alicia, hello, Jessie and Heather, just joining, writing my to-do list and reading Meet Cute. I promise I will read that at some point. But you guys have sold me on it, honestly. And Anna popped in as well. It's nearly bedtime for me, but wanted to come in and say hi and at least hit the like button. Thank you, Anna. Yes, absolutely. And I thought it was like apt to share both Kelly and Alicia at the same time because they work together. They do early morning writing sprints called Alicia, if you're still here, remind me what it's called. Is it Pirate Sprints? Glenda is here as well. Hello, Glenda. Hello to me and Heather and everybody dropping by from Coda Sprints to say hi. Yes, Coda is currently sprinting at the moment. Heather is saying hello to Glenda. And I said hello to Anna. And Anna is definitely another booktubers that you guys should check out. Does sprints regularly and does lots of videos as well. Just hit 500 subs and we managed to get her to do that on her birthday. So I was very happy when that happened. And there was lots of people that were very happy as well. Hello to Glenda. Hey, Laura, how are you? How are you going? What are you doing tonight? Are you writing? Are you reading? Yeah, wow. I'll have to maybe look into that a little bit more because yeah, my kind of tub would be about that big. And Heather has just popped back in. Maybe. Yes. There we go.
So sorry.
That's okay. That's all good. Yeah, we're talking about tubs. I was just saying in New Zealand, our tubs are maybe that wide, like as wide as what you can see on the screen. And for
garden tubs? Or?
No, our bathtubs. At least over here in New Zealand, I don't know what it's like in Australia. But they're quite narrow.
Yeah, they're like shoulder width.
Yeah, exactly. So this book described her like getting down and going quite wide on her knees. And I won't say any more for fear of getting tagged, but yeah.
I mean, if she then like horizontally, so rather than going down into the bath like this, she's gone into the bath facing the wall. She could then go wide. Yeah, but you and I are both like, yeah. I don't know. But I'm like, that's how it works, right?
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, if she had a garden tub or like a jacuzzi type tub, then it would be fine. Hey Jamie, how are you? How are you going? Jamie is another booktuber that you guys should check out. I will be dropping Jamie's link in the next sprint. Jamie and I are going to be working together next month. And Jamie and I are both doing the same kind of other thing as well. You guys will see videos of it. Hey?
Very mysterious. Very mysterious.
I am. I like to keep things mysterious. For anyone that's been around my channel for any length of time, you could probably guess what Jamie and I are going to be working on. But for those that are new to my channel, I will let it be a surprise, although Jamie's won't be the first one that comes out. Alicia dozed off on that sprint. Fair. I think I'm going to try and get some sleep. Thank you for sprints. Thank you for being here, Alicia. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it.
Yes.
I swear Alicia and I did not.
Check it out.
I was going to say, I swear Alicia and I did not like communicate to promote any channels beforehand. That was totally a surprise for her. And it was a surprise to see Alicia, which was really nice. Zach did chicken out of nonfiction and just read Smart Fair. This is the sprint to do it on. But I did get to page 191 in The Witch Queen's Apprentice by Luna Fury. Nice. Excellent. Jamie says, I've been listening to Margaret Atwood's new nonfiction memoir, Book of Lives, currently at 18%. How are you liking it? I'm not a fan of Margaret Atwood, so I'm not in a hurry to go and buy her memoir. Morning Time Pirates writing sprints. There we go. You're very welcome. I've got like 12 people, 12 banners all lined up for these sprints.
Oh, the promotion. Let's get everyone up.
Yeah. Exactly. Hey, Jamie and Alicia. Hey, Glenda. Well, I did the boot camp readathon, and I'm totally not solicited to give anyone fitness advice, and so that's what I just did. I just found channels to promote instead of actually got people to do any exercise in my sprints, which I was supposed to be doing, but close enough. Zach saying, yeah,
they exercise their finger hitting the button. There you go.
Exactly. There are quite large bathtubs, but that's a rich person thing. Most normal people don't have one. Hello to Anna. I should be going to bed. You should be. And hello, Brooklyn. How are you? How are your sprints going? Sorry, I do have you. You're on one of my devices playing in the background. So I'm not sure whether you're still sprinting or not. But I've got Laura saying that I've got an opportunity to film some sponsored sponsored content for the Zero Rider, and I want to get a plan in place so I can maybe get it filmed in the morning before work. Fair. That's so good. We love sponsored content. I'm so happy for you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. Brooklyn is another booktuber, personal friend, is over 1K subs. So I wasn't going to pop her link in, but I will pop her link in seeing as you're there. Or Glenda, if you're still here, my mod, can you pop Brooklyn?
Yes.
Can you pop Brooklyn's link in? Brooklyn, are you a mod on my channel? I don't know. I'll fix it. I'll fix that in the next sprint. But I will get your channel link out there. But Brooklyn Reed, that's Brooklyn's channel name anyway. Sponsored content. In 2 of the houses I've owned, I had tubs that could easily hold 2 people. Yeah, but could you go like that way, or was it like, oh my god, that's really close to the camera, that way? I should probably wrench you as well, Heather, as my co-host.
If you want, more than happy to be a mod.
I'll do. I'm about to read a bit, The Goddess of Nothing at All by Kat Rector, a fantasy about seeing. 3 guesses why you're reading that, Anna, and it's probably something that I should read. Okay, I'm going to start that one as well. Add it to the
Sounds
list. I believe it. Jesse, check Discord, please. See if you like it on. Okay, I'll do that in the next sprint. Hello, Brooklyn. I hope your mum is doing well. Yeah, one of the last vlogs on my channel was a vlog dedicated to Anna and Anna's favorite books. And Anna didn't know that I was doing this. And I pulled a few all-nighters to get some books read, but I did actually manage to get the vlog out while Anna was sprinting on her birthday. And I just popped the link in there and I was like, happy birthday. And she's like, what's this? And I just
surprise!
Kind of left it. And I like to surprise people. I'm enjoying Edward's book so far. Her childhood and mine were interestingly similar in some ways, and I feel like she describes and explains things. Nice. And I like that way. Thank you, Anna. That means a lot. Laura is saying good morning. Oh, sorry. Cage. I'm very sorry if I got that really wrong. If you want to be called by another name, let me know in the chat. Yes, hearts to Laura. I will fix these. I promise. I only just noticed how none of the visible people in the chat are mods here. Whoops. I'd say one was a garden tub so wide and round / oval. The other was just wide enough, I think, to accomplish what you described. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. That's still pretty wide. Like, based on how it was described in the book, like that's pretty wide. I'd be very happy with that. Not for, I maybe dropped. Thank you. Okay, I need to look at that. I'm used to coders where almost every regular, yeah, coder has a lot of mods. The link to that birthday vlog should be another one that gets posted in the next sprint. That was well played. I felt really cheeky doing that. And I love surprises. It was so lovely. A great surprise for a streamer. Yeah, it was. It was definitely a surprise. Sending you hugs, Brooklyn. Hey, Stephanie, right. Just been watching, or I thought it was. Yes, you are my mod for these streams. I will wrench you. Sorry, that's the only way I can explain it.
Yeah.
You might hear a little reverb for a second. Hang on. Nope, you won't. I've pre-muted myself. Ooh. Stephanie, add as moderator. Great. And there we go. Stephanie can help me add so many links. So many links. You get a moderator and you get a moderator.
Ooh, everyone's getting belted with wrenches. Woo.
Everyone's getting wrenched.
So is this your favorite genre that you're reading, like dark romance, or are you generally
it's just my favorite like palette cleanser?
Or as I call it, is the spaghetti wall reader, where you're like, I'll read everything. Like the whole like throw spaghetti at the wall and just enjoy whatever sticks.
It's yeah, I'm pretty picky with my dark romance. Okay. I'm just trying to find where one of your comments was. There it is.
Yeah.
Right. Everyone gets moderator. Moderator privileges. Like go for it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I'm pretty picky with my dark romance. I've got to be in the right mood for it.
Yeah.
Or like really any romance in particular. But as far as romance genres, the dark romance tends to stick better and get higher rating for me than regular romance. I mean, I read Emily Henry a couple of years ago, and that put me in such a bad reading slump that I couldn't pick up a romance for like 2 years. And I was supposed to do a vlog called like Author Battles, where it was Emily Henry, Abby Jimenez, and Ali Hazelwood. And that's a spoiler because I've done the vlog. God knows where the footage is. Somewhere, maybe. Whether that vlog comes out or not is another story. But yeah, that is the reason why it's taken 2 years for that vlog to come out.
I did Hot the Slayer by Ali Hazelwood, one of those like novella short story things that she did with Amazon. And I'm just like, not my cup of tea. And I was like, I don't know if it's the story or if it was the writing style, because I'm not a contemporary romance reader. But I do have the werewolf vampire one.
All right.
Bride. That I want to try again. But the other authors, I'm like, no, none of that appeals to me.
Yeah.
But also I'm very much like, I'm not a contemporary reader, and that's people's jam, and that's fine.
I think maybe why this is sticking so well is I'm kind of in my horror era.
Your horror
at the moment. But again, it's going to be like really well written horror. If you're gonna try and scare me, don't give the villain an arc. don't make the villain like someone
guy, right? Likable.
Well, I like the bad guys better if they don't get like a likableness. Like I don't know, maybe that's left over from when I did my writing too many years ago. My villain didn't give 2 flying fucks about whether I was uncomfortable or whether like anyone he was interacting was uncomfortable. He didn't. I'm seeing a lot of like villains that are falling in love and going all gooey and nice. And
you're like, no, just live in the uncomfortable.
Yeah, just be the villain.
Yeah.
Don't soften up because you've got a woman that has agreed to be chased. Yeah. I'm quite picky when it comes to things like horror and romance. Let's talk about Jonah. Jonah, Voice from the Void, and I've got the link already. Is 2 away. He's in the 190 something. Oh, he's 8 away from hitting 200 subscribers. And Jonah's not cinematography, but like videography. Jonah's very good with like the editing and the entertaining and the all of that kind of stuff. And I really, really would like more people to kind of discover him because he's been around quite a while. And yeah, he's great. And to add to that, we've seen Jamie. Jamie runs Dewey's readathon. Is it once a year or twice a year, Jamie?
So the 24-hour readathon?
Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure.
Everyone talks about it.
Yeah, that's Jamie's baby.
I need to actually try and do it once. I think I always just miss when it's being held, or it's not being held when it's conducive. But I want to try it one day.
And not spoiling anything, but you're going to want to be subscribed to Jamie anyway, for some reasons. Joey's is 3 times a year: April, May, July, August, and October. There we go. So that's Jamie's channel there. And I'll pop Brooklyn in when we head to a sprint. This is going to be a short little sprint. I was going to try and do half an hour, but we over here know how to talk a lot. So I'll pop us in a 20-minute sprint, and that'll give us 10 minutes to chat at the end. I'm just collecting all the streamers tonight. Cool. Jamie's not streaming at the moment. But Coda's streaming. So Brooklyn's streaming. There's a lot of people streaming tonight. There's a lot of people on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. That stream. All right. I'm not going to end stream like I was just about to press. I've actually been building enough of a team that I can let Dewey's almost run itself without me for this year. Woo! Though I'm still paying attention just in case and probably running the event that day. Awesome. That's really good, Jamie. I'll have to figure out when I can actually participate this time. Probably in the July-August run, I'll be able to participate. Working on setting up a partnership and opening a bookstore, so I'm a bit distracted. Yeah, that's right. That's true.
Where's Hopefully the bookstore going to be?
Well. Is the bookstore going to be what?
Where's the bookstore going to be, Jamie?
Oh, Jamie's in Colorado.
Ah, a boo.
Yeah. Both Jamie and Coda are in Colorado.
Not like boo to you, but like, no, we need more indie bookshops in Australia and New Zealand.
Yes. Although if New Zealand could make the books a bit cheaper, that would be good. We've got one in New Zealand that's actually not far away from me. But the prices are the same as like big retail stores, and I'm like, can't afford that. All right, let's head into our final sprint. Let me get the correct printer on this time. This is the one that says last sprint. I had that originally up before, and I was like, wait, that's not correct. All right. And I will find some more links. There we go. Jamie's in southern Colorado. Store will be open in Florence, so in a small mountain foothills town, close to a couple of small cities.
Nice. Pretty.
I know Colorado as a state and nothing else from there. Let's get sprinting.
Yeah.
And I'll find some more sprints. And where's my there it is. And I'll see you in 20 minutes. Happy sprinting. Whoop, that's not going to work. There we go. That's a bit better. How did you go on your sprint, Heather? Because I did nothing. Muted. Hang on, let me unmute. Does that work? No. Oh. We lost Heather for a second. We had a lot of links drop. That was pretty much an admin sprint for me. So I popped Brooklyn's now finished sprints in the chat if you want to check Brooklyn out. There's obviously a link to her channel on that. Heather popped in the playlist. I encourage you guys to hop on the playlist and refresh every so often. If you're on the computer, you can just walk away from that and everyone's going to get watch time. Everyone's going to get views and all of that. And you're not going to miss any sprints because this is, I think, pretty much 24/7. This is like a proper sprint train. I fixed that. Yes, I did. I'm giving wrenches to everybody in a polite way. I think Laura is next. Good horror content if you're looking for that. There we go. Now you are. Yes, Laura will be hosting the next hour for a break. Nice. That is the YouTube playlist. I did pin that. And like every time I hand out a wrench, I think you are the like I got the power from Snap, and that very much got stuck in my head. This is the link to Laura's stream. If you don't want to hop on the playlist, make sure you click on this link here. Yes, Rachel. I'll raise his hand as in yes, you yeah. This is a link to a survey that we're all hoping that you will fill out. Let us know and be entered to win for a prize. We like prizes. Fill out the survey here. Greatly appreciated if you guys would fill that out and let us know how you enjoyed the marathon and stuff like that. Melody of K-pop Demon Hunters. I have never heard any of K-pop Demon Hunters, and I feel like I'm probably the last person on earth that has happened. It seems like we've lost Heather. Golden. Plus your idol, what it feels like, as well as what Heather imagines when wrenches are handing out. My brain is just all of a sudden shut down. I think it's because I popped a message in the Discord going, I'm going to be cooking dinner. And now that's all my brain is on. This is the song that I get stuck in my head every time I hand out a wrench. Like, you've got the power. Very old song. Very, very good song. Hey, Jamie, that's not what you're going to get given. If you're still here. Totally took a nap that sprint. Yeah, fair enough. Very much needed. I totally understand that. I think before I started, after I finished the arc for the Virtual Witch, which was very good, by the way. Yeah, I took a nap for an hour hour and a half. You're very welcome. Thank you for having me again. I really appreciate it. Jamie got 20%. And doing lap time with one of my tripods, Siamese kitten. Oh, super! Is this a new tribe? I'm going to call them tribe. Is this a new lot, a new tribe? Rachel finished everything I needed except one paragraph. Needs some polish. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. I do want to get back into my writing. Well, I'm going to have to because I got accepted to be beta tested for this. To be beta tested? No, to beta test this brand new writing app. And it is like brand spanking new. That's totally fine. It's all good. I was like, wait, don't tell me I kicked her out. And no, I don't think, I'm pretty sure I didn't. All I was trying to do was unmute you. Sorry. That's all right. It's all good. I'm happy you were here when you were. I do love having company on my channel. Zach started Caliban and The Witch. I do need to keep stopping to look up terms. So yeah, that sucks when you've got to do that. I had to do that with one of the books that I was reading this month. I can't remember. I've read too many. It might have been Songs of Virgil or Dreams of Virgil. I think I had to like stop and look things up quite a few times. I decided I can't get back on the StreamYard link. Well, what the? That's rude. It is open if you can get to it, or it will be for another 2 or 3 minutes. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I don't know a single thing about K-pop Demon Hunters either. These are the two I kind of kept from last season. I gave them proper names. One I decided I might keep them. Super's a lot and Chispa Womcat. You have the greatest names for your cats. Chispa reminds me of a cuddly looking baby wombat. So he's Womcat. Oh, they're so cute. I need to save up and I need to get my butt over to see you. More accurately, to see your cats. But for the sake of being a nice person, I'll say I'm coming to see you as well. And with that, we have reached the end of the comments. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Thank you for being here. I will be here tomorrow at 12 p.m. my time, I think. Press notify me, because when it comes to like Eastern Standard Time and like time differences and stuff, I don't know. And I've got a lot of sprints. But I will be here tomorrow, if I remember rightly. So yeah, keep an eye on that. Press the notify me button because there's lots of videos coming your way. And I will see everybody over in the comments in Laura's channel. Yeah, absolutely. I really appreciate it. You can come on at any time. Bye, everyone.